Hmm.
Okay. How does somebody had to? So we're here for a jury trial, right? Fantastic. Well, you're incredible. Bunker, all your family, everyone's here?
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
It's amazing. As a judge, you don't realize it. How many times you're looking for a single sheet of paper in a building full of papers.
Hmm. Those are hard to find, aren't they?
Yeah, and there's so many of them.
Hmm.
They try and, the lawyers are the ones that kill trees.
We are.
Okay, so this is for Luis? Is that
Yes.
correct? All right. Luis doing this. Fantastic. Okay, so my question is, who all do we have here?
Well, for me, as I look at my screen, I see Julie Dakinay. She is going to be the mom, and Luis is right there beside her. And then I see on my screen, I see Elizabeth Bryant. She's from ACH. That's the child placing agency. I've also seen Tanisha Phillips on my screen a minute ago. She's also from ACH. I don't see Tom Henry. He's the OCOK caseworker.
I'm Tom's supervisor. Tom is handling
Oh,
emergency today, so I'm filling in for him.
okay, very, very good. Thank you. And then I see someone from CASA right there. Okay, Lazidra. Very good. That's the people that I know.
Okay, all right. So, well, Luis, who else do we have here?
We sent the Zoom link and the YouTube link out, and we all tried to get on it to stream to make sure everyone could watch. But
Okay.
I think there were problems to get onto the YouTube stream. So to not miss out, this is my family.
All
Great.
right.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. That's amazing. So who's the furthest person away? Like how far? And that's what I love about this internet doing Zoom is we actually get family that could never watch this. Who's the furthest away in your family?
We've got family from New Jersey. I've got family who are in California. And then we've got family calling from Ohio and Florida. And then everyone else is here in Texas.
Man, that's amazing. That is fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. All right, so let's see. All right, so I have a couple questions, right? And call you Julie or Julianne?
You can call me Julie, Your Honor.
All right, I'll call you Julie.
If
So,
you call me Julianne, I know you're mad at me.
hey, so what do you call Luis when you're mad at him?
Oh, usually it's a deep, buddy, what's going on?
And when you did that, he cringed just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so we're here for the adoption. Julie, I have some questions I need to ask you just to make sure everything is done properly, that nobody can go back and undo this, all right? So I have to swear you in as a witness, all right? So if you could raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give at this cause currently at trial that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, thank you. You may lower your hand. All right, so could you tell me what your full legal name is?
Julianne Rose Dakinay.
Okay. And where do you currently live? I don't need the address, but what city or county do you live in?
I'm in Fort Worth in Tarrant County.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
I have been in this house for 3 years, since 2017.
And when was Luis placed in your home?
May 8th, 2020.
Okay, good. And have you received the case file for Luis?
Yes, sir.
Or did you have an opportunity to go over that?
I have.
Are you satisfied that the file has all the pertinent information related to Luis?
I am.
And do you understand that adoption is a forever and final decision, and that once I grant this adoption, Luis will be your son forever, just as if he was biologically born to you?
He can't get rid of me, Your Honor.
No, you are, Luis, you're stuck with her. You know that, right?
Forever.
Yes.
So you understand, like, you're breaking curfew, right? You're stuck with her. Right, okay. All right. And have you chosen a new name for Luis?
He has chosen to take my last name, so we will keep his first and middle name and change his last name from Dueñas to Dacané.
So his name should be changed to Luis Horacio Dacané. Is that correct?
Your Honor.
Great. And would changing his name be in his best interests?
Yes, Your Honor.
And would granting this adoption also be in his best interests?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Well, it is my privilege to go ahead and grant this adoption, all right? And so, Luis, you are now Luis Horacio Dacané, okay? Now, a couple things. It's crazy because everyone's clapping, but everyone's muted. So I can see it.
There you go.
I'm here signing this, and I'm expecting people to be clapping, and all I hear is Belker. I look up, and everyone's screen's going crazy. So, all right, so a couple things, Julie, I want to go over with you, okay? So, Luis, as I saw, he is, I believe, 11 years old. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just turned 11.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I understand. So you were a foster. You don't have any other foster children in the home, is that right?
No, Your Honor. It's just Luis.
Sure. So in order to get your foster license, I understand the state of Texas places certain restrictions on obtaining that license. And I understand why, but there's certain rules that you have to agree to be a foster parent. Okay? I'm letting you know now, as a state district judge that has granted this adoption, you are no longer a foster parent. You are mom, okay? And so any of the restrictions that you had as a foster parent, those are gone. I'm lifting those from you. So that means you had a rule about, let's say, discipline, okay? Luis, believe it or not, she had to sign an agreement saying that if you broke the rules, that she had to give you a timeout or loss of privileges or talking to. Now what I'm saying is you can stick out your hand for her to hit it with a wooden spoon, okay? Like, she can use corporal punishment now. Of course, it can't be abuse, but mom, and I think Luis is probably transitioning to age where spanking is no longer helpful. But I'm just letting you know, you don't have the restrictions as a foster parent. That's just an example that I'm using. I'm also using the example of, I'm not sure if you go to church or not, okay? And I think you do, if I remember correctly. Now, as a foster parent, Texas says you cannot impose your religious beliefs upon the child, that you're supposed to let Luis make his own religious decisions. What I'm telling you is, I don't believe in that. I don't believe moms and dads should be limited. It is your choice and your responsibility for his spiritual upbringing. So, Luis, if mom says we're going to church, you're going to church. If she says we're not going to church, then you're not going to church. But it's mom's decision, not yours, okay? So just remember, on Saturday night, if you're going to stay up a little bit too late playing your new Xbox, all right, and you're thinking, I'm going to skip church tomorrow, that's not going to happen. You're going to church tomorrow, okay? You understand? Now, finally, the last one is I'm a strong believer in the Second Amendment. I believe it's each citizen's choice whether they want to bear arms or not. So I don't know if you have weapons in the home. If you do, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But I know as a foster parent, you had certain restrictions, special restrictions for that. I'm telling you, those are lifted. I ask parents if they have weapons to keep them locked and stored separately than the ammunition. But again, that's not an order. That's your decision to make as mom. Like you were mom and you're a mom here forever, even when he's going to turn like 15, 16 and he can't stand you, right? Luis, she's still your mom. You're stuck with each other, okay? So this is such a beautiful time. Thank you so much for letting me be part of this. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the Zoom session. I know your attorney has some things that he wants to tell you, and y'all probably want to kind of celebrate a little bit. Belker, I'll be back around 2 o'clock. Okay.
We
Super.
appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
Judge. Thank you so
Very
much.
much.
Stay safe this holiday season.
Oh, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Take care.
Super. Julie, you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, there you are. Okay, I'd lost track of you. You moved on the screen. Sorry.
I think I have two,
Well-
so okay.
We'll get you the papers next week from today's hearing. And Elizabeth, I see you down there. I'll make sure you all get that as well. And I'm not sure who's here for Tom, but we'll get all that. And then Julie, last thing, birth certificate I take care of. Okay, so you shouldn't really look for that for a couple or 3 months before it'll get back to us, but it will.
Okay.
They'll get it to us, and when it's here, I'll get it to you right away. Also,
Belker, I forgot.
Certificate and Social Security?
Social Security, you actually have to do that after you get the birth certificate,
Okay.
and you have to do that one yourself. They don't let me do that.
I'm going to interrupt. I apologize.
Yes.
There's one last thing I forgot. I'm not undoing it. I forgot to tell you something. All right. So through the generous donation of attorneys that practice here, including Belker, I had some pens made up, engraved pens in boxes. I want to let you know, and this is what it is. And so it says adopting one child won't change the world, but for that child, the world will change. This is the pen I signed the adoption decree with. And so I'm going to leave that for Belker, and he will get that to you. It's just kind of a keepsake of today. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll get that to you right away as well. Next week, I mean.
Sounds good.
That's it. Super. Listen, my battery's about
So
to die on
much
my.
for really just getting this process done and making it seamless, and it was so not stressful. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure helping you. Okay, I'm going to sign out because my battery's about to die anyway.
Okay. I'll talk to you next week.
Super.
If not,
Super.
have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll get in touch.
Got it. Perfect. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Guys, unmute. Unmute. Unmute.
That's awesome!
Someone take a picture of the screen. Someone take a picture of the screen.
How do you take a picture
Out of it.
Like,
So we
I
get
got
a picture. Everybody smile. Everybody smile. Hi. Hi. I'm taking a picture. Wait a minute. Those kids, one is missing. There should be 5. She's still at school. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. Isabella's in school right now. It's her class time, so she can only stay for a little bit. So it's her class time right now.
participating.
We love you.
Love you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Love you. Congratulations.
Love you.
Welcome to the family.
Right.
And Louise, remember to tell her back. She gets
You want to say hi? Come on. Come on to class.
Thank you guys. We're gonna log off. Because we were hungry. That was so loud.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
See ya.
Love you guys all.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too. My friend, if you're dark, my mom wanted you to light the baby.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
It's too dark. She was dark. Yeah.
EJ, there you are, EJ.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, Sis.
Oh, she's there. She is.
Look at you.
Can you see her?
Yes. He got a haircut too, didn't he?
Look, she got her ears pierced.
Oh. How did she do?
She was good. She hardly cried.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you put food in front of her and that's what it was like? She was like,
She's crazy. Say hi to cousin Louise.
hi. You see the Pam?
Yeah, we could eat.
Oh, they hear you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Talking about the next round of food.
Yeah.
All right. Eat a lot of food. Congratulations. We love you guys.
We love you guys too. Thank
Miss
you.
you all. Bye. Bye, Papa. Bye, Ranjini.
We miss you too, Mom. We'll see you as soon as we get vaccinated.
I know. I'm one of the first people hopefully get one. So I hope to see you guys soon.
She's like, now I don't know how to make it unmute, but that's okay.
Okay.
All right,
guys.
fuck you guys. I love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Yay!
Yay!
Now we don't have to ask for permission to ever travel again. Yay! We can just travel. I don't know how to get out of this. There.
I was like, okay, I'll look at your design.
I got a surprise for y'all, by the way. Look at the surprise I brought. Kirk, Cheryl, are y'all there?
Yes, sir. We're here.
You want to see? You see my surprise?
I do. Brian over there. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Kirk. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Calvin. How are y'all?
Doing very well, thank you.
This is exciting.
It is. Long time coming.
The shirts are phenomenal.
Thank you, the Grable clan.
Yes.
Well, Judge, I can tell you, out of all the hearings that I've done on Zoom, this by far is the most packed house I've seen. I'm kind of overwhelmed. Most of my hearings have had like 3 people, maybe at the most.
And I mean, it's so just heartwarming for me knowing these children, coming out of this court, how they start in this court, and then where it ends up, and just seeing the love. And so many cases are about neglect, and nobody was there, and now knowing all these people are here is so it really touches you.
It's great.
Ms. Jacobs, are you here? I don't think I see.
Judge, my name is Matt Thompson. I'm here in place of Ms. Jacobs. I work with Eric Freeby and Ms. Jacobs.
How is Mr. Freeby doing?
He's doing well. He's doing well.
Hello for me. I haven't seen him in several years, so I've always enjoyed him.
And Judge Kim, Matt was an understudy for the Honorable Bob Gill and his shop over there for a while, so I know he's had good training. I've worked with Matt some, so.
Fantastic.
Oh, thank you for kind words.
All right, so Mr. Thompson, this is our first adoption with me. Today is kind of, they canceled National Adoption Day, and so we kind of put a bunch, and I think we're doing 6 adoptions today, having our own mini adoption day. So if you would like to prove it up, I don't want to take that away from you. I enjoy it, and so I'm happy to do so, but I enjoy so much, I don't want to deny somebody else from doing it. So it's your discretion. If you'd like to prove it up, you can.
I completely understand. It's the one thing, I love adoption so much because it's the only time that you're in court where everybody's happy. So I feel you on that. I will not take the gratitude away from you, Judge. So I'll pass the torch on this one.
Great. Well, thank you very much. Okay, so we're here for an adoption. And so Kirk and Cheryl, right? So I just need to, I have to put something on the record, some kind of evidence, just to make sure this is finalized and done properly. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And so, let's see. Okay, let me check one thing. Okay, so Calvin, you just turned 16.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so I have to ask a couple questions just to make sure everything's final and done properly. And so my question, first of all, to Mom and Dad, is which one of you is the sheriff in that house? Which one's the boss?
That would be me. Me.
Okay. Dad, let's go ahead and ask you the questions. Okay. And I need to go through. So Dad, Kirk, if you and Calvin can both raise your right hands for me.
Yes, sir.
Do each of you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give at this cause currently at trial, that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, sir.
Okay. And Calvin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. You can lower your hands. All right, Kirk, so can you tell me what your full legal name is?
Kirk Stanley Grable.
Fantastic. And what city do you currently live in?
Texas? What city? Oh,
What city?
Sorry.
Okay. Because if you're nervous, this is not like a normal cross-examination. If I were to grill you, I would sick Brian Walker on you. But this is just a friendly time. All right. So, what city do you live in?
Willow Park.
You know, I think you're a little bit far away from the laptop. You're gonna have to talk a little bit louder.
Willow Park.
Willow Park? Okay, great. And that is in Tarrant County?
Actually, Parker.
Parker
just
County, okay. All right. And how long have y'all lived there?
15 years.
15 years. And when was Calvin placed in your home?
May of this year.
Okay, May of 2020. Great. And have you and Cheryl received the case file on Calvin?
Yes, sir, we have.
Did you have an opportunity to go over it with each other?
Yes, sir, we did.
Are you satisfied that it has all the pertinent information related to Calvin in that file?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that adoption is a forever and final decision, and that once I grant this adoption, that Calvin will be your child forever, just as if he was biologically born to you?
Absolutely, sir.
And you understand that when he's, he's 16 now, so those days when he's like, Dad, you don't know anything, right? You're stuck with him, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Have you chosen a new name for Calvin?
We have, sir.
What would that name be?
It would be Calvin Kirk Grable.
Okay. And would changing his name to Calvin Kirk Grable be in his best interests?
Yes, sir, it would.
And would granting this adoption also be in his best interests?
Yes, sir, it would.
Now, Calvin, I have some questions for you, Calvin. Now, I haven't granted this yet, but what is your legal name before the name change?
Beforehand, it was Calvin David Wayne Miracle.
Okay. And when is your birthday?
Your birthday.
Oh, my birthday. Okay. It's 10/28/2004.
Okay. And are you wanting me to grant this adoption so that Kirk and Cheryl will be your forever mom and dad?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you understand there's going to be a point where your dad knows nothing, right? But he's still your dad. You get that, right? Okay. And you understand mom is still mom. And even if you're 20 years old and she's licking her thumb to wipe the smudge off your face, she's still your mom. She gets to do that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand she'll probably do your laundry because she loves you. But if one day she's like, I'm tired of doing your laundry, she's your mom. You got to do your own laundry, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And so then it is my distinct privilege and honor to grant this adoption and grant the name change to Calvin Kirk Grable. Okay. So congratulations very much on the adoption.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Kim.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. There's a couple things I want to go over with you. And so now, do you have any other, Kirk, Cheryl, do you have any other foster children in the home?
No, sir.
All right. So what this means is now the adoption is granted, you are no longer foster parents. You are mom and dad to Calvin. And the state of Texas no longer has the authority over you that they did as foster parents. That means a couple things. It means, for one, the idea of corporal punishment. Okay, now Calvin, he's 16, he's too old to spank. We want Calvin, if you mess up and do something, and your dad says, you know what, your punishment is you got to go mow the lawn, right? You got to go mow the lawn. Okay, they're the ones that set these rules for you, and they can't. Before, as foster parents, they had to use some timeouts or non-physical discipline. At this point, you're washing cars, mowing the lawn, cleaning the gutters. They can do that, and they're mom and dad, and you have to do it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so that's part of the deal of getting the adoption. The other thing is about the religious upbringing of this child. All right. Now, what the law says as foster parents is you're supposed to let children make their own religious decisions. I do not believe teenagers should make their own spiritual and religious decisions. That is the duty and role of mom and dad. So mom and dad, if you feel like he needs to go to church, then he has to go to church. If you feel like it's synagogue, temple, or not going to church at all, that is fine too. That is your decision. The state of Texas no longer can tell you what you can and cannot do as far as his spiritual upbringing. You have that duty and you have that responsibility, okay? And then finally, when it comes to the right to bear arms, I'm a strong believer in the Second Amendment. I think we have that right, but we don't all have to exercise that right. If y'all choose to have arms, then that is your choice. But the state of Texas can no longer restrict that simply on your role as a foster parent with the threat of taking this child away. Okay, so I asked parents to keep the firearms locked and stored separately than the ammunition. But again, that's not an order, that's your choice, right? The state of Texas, as a district judge, I'm telling you, I trust you to make the best decision for Calvin and for your household. And that trust is your trust. This is your home now. You're no longer restrained by the state of Texas. And also the last thing is I just realized, you know what, now if you want to travel out of state, go out of state, right? Hopefully you're not taking him to Choctaw Casino yet. But you know, if you decide that you want to go on a trip somewhere, you no longer have to ask for permission. You are a family now. The state of Texas can no longer restrict that, okay? All right, do you have any other questions for me about the adoption?
Judge Kim, we just want to thank you so much and thank everybody in our support circle and our family and our friends. We really appreciate everyone who has supported us throughout this. And we just want to say thank you very much for this.
And you have such a great group here. Calvin, I have so much confidence. This is just, you know, you fell into a lucky situation. I hope you always appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, well, fantastic. So Matt will have some kind of things to go over with you about like social security card, birth certificate, things like that. I'm going to back out of the Zoom hearing, so he has the opportunity to go over that with you. But Merry Christmas to everyone here. I just, you know, 2020 can't be over soon enough, but this is one of the happy parts of 2020.
Thank you again, Judge Kim.
All right, thank you, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
Before you, okay. All right. Congratulations, Calvin.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Brian, good to see you. I didn't expect you out of here. And I said, well, okay, look, it's Brian. I haven't seen you since.
Yeah, good to see you too, Matt. I'll go ahead and log out so y'all can talk.
Okay.
But thank you for doing this. Thank you for standing in today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's anytime I get asked to stand in on adoption, I volunteer. Yeah,
absolutely.
Every single time. So
absolutely. This may be my last act as an attorney. So if it is, that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all later. God bless everybody.
Bye-bye.
If I can figure out how to log out.
Bottom right.
You know, guys, this was just absolutely fantastic. And I'm sitting over here trying not to cry. I'm going between laughing and crying, but they say, you know, no movement, you know, really in the courtroom or whatever. But this has just been really, really amazing. Amazing. And I'm just so happy for you guys. So
very, very pleased. This is a long
yeah. So when's the party?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So Matt, what do we need to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign out too.
yes. So thank you. I appreciate it, Ms. Sawyer, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So won't take too much of y'all's time. The judge may sign the order this afternoon or the decree. And then if not, it'll probably maybe today. I tried to catch him before he left, but he's got a busy docket today. So we'll clear the clerk's office and check in this afternoon to see if it's there. We'll go pick it up. If not, then we'll call on Monday and run over there and pick it up. And then our office will be in contact with you with all of the documents. I think you may have signed a good amount of them already, but everything that you guys haven't signed yet to get the birth certificate and all of that, we'll send it to you to get signed, and then we'll coordinate all of that. If it's not this afternoon, it'll be early next week. So any questions that you have kind of in the meantime, feel free to reach out to us. But right now, it's just kind of a waiting game. Usually, you know, if we were in person in court, it's pretty right then and there, and then you just take it to the clerk and they get it processed pretty quickly. With COVID, it's kind of slowed some things down. So it just kind of depends on how the day is going and the week's going.
Question. Does he get a new social security number, or does it, because I've read conflicting stories on whether it is a new number or whether it is the same number?
No, I don't believe that he will get a new, well, actually I take that back. I think he actually will get a new number. But
if he does get a new number, it has to be in the judge's decree on the paperwork.
The number won't be, but the
decree to issue to a number, because we get pushback from the Social Security.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So the decree has that in there, and yes, the decree has that in there, and so you'll take that if you ever have any issues. You could that order from the court is in there to use. So But I'll confirm on the new number with Eric Freeby and Alyssa Jacobs just to double check. It's one of those things I'm 99% sure, but I'll confirm with them and we'll let you know.
Perfect. Yeah, because we were going to utilize that to get his passport.
Yes. Yeah, and the time period on that is it could be a little while. With COVID, it slowed a lot of that stuff down. So just be patient, and every few months, if it hasn't gotten anything, any new update, check in, and if we need to, we'll reach out and see kind of what the deal is to get it sped up if we can.
One question for you. We are going to probably be going to a wedding. How do we need to book his plane ticket? With what name?
That's a good question. Because that's a good question. So he won't be the new Social Security number or Social Security card and all that will have his new update and his new name. He'll get a new birth certificate and all of that. But when's the wedding? I mean, is it fairly
March.
Okay? Because legally his name is changed, but once the order's signed, and then it's just about really using that to get all the paperwork with the state, the birth certificate and all of that to match what the order says. So I would suggest booking it under the new name, but there may be issues there. At the airport, it may be a different name or things like that. And granted, I don't know if he has a driver's license or not yet, but
He does. It's under the old name.
okay. I would go ahead and just hold on to all of that. And similar situation of name changed after marriage, and you just haven't gotten all of that paperwork and stuff like that done. I would go ahead and bring the old ID with the old name and all of that. If you have run into any issues with security or TSA at the airport, they should be able to connect the dots with all of that. But I'll confirm that as well with Ms. Jacobs and Mr. Freeby as well.
Outstanding.
Excuse me, Matt, it's my understanding that all they would need to do is book it under the legal name. But if you don't have any of the other paperwork, if you bring the order that the judge has, then that will say that it's the new name. And so that's all you would have to bring, and it would get you through.
Yes, and yes, and that's what I was thinking. But then it's the deal of, I hate to bring the order, or I hate for you guys to bring the order, somewhere where you may be traveling and it get lost or something like that. So I was trying to think of maybe a different way to not have to use it.
Traveling overseas, we'll bring enough documentation to float a battleship. That way they can articulate very easily the name change and the transition. That way it's very easy follow through.
Yes, yeah. The order is the end all be all. It's just, so if you have that, that's the end all be all. It's just I'd hate for you to take it and lose it, and trap, that kind of thing. Now, granted, you'll have a few copies of it. We'll get a few certified copies of it, but just to save you difficulty on the back end of if something ever happens and you lose it, I was trying to think of it another way around, having to carry that order around with you. But until I'll confirm with them and see if there's a something that I'm not thinking about, to where you don't have to bring the order, and if not, I'll let you know either way.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, congratulations, Calvin. Congratulations, and you guys have a good weekend. Eat a big dinner tonight. I don't, whatever it is. The problem is, it's not like you can really go out and celebrate too much.
Right.
Enjoy
Thank you
it.
so much for being a part.
Thank you all, everybody.
Very well.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, y'all have a good one.
In the Zoom at this time, y'all have a great day, and thank y'all so much.
Bye.
Hi, Crinkles. We love
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
Emily, I can see you and see your lips moving, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Sorry, it was my boss.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. You can talk to her.
Sorry.
I don't have to hear that. That looks like a fancy picture behind you.
It's my husband's bosses.
Okay.
Judge Kim knows the boss too, which makes it interesting.
Who is that?
Dwayne Stone. He knows who he is.
Okay.
I'm using his office.
All right. We should be coming up any time now. My battery says 24% on my iPad. That may not be enough. There's the McGlowns. How are y'all? Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted too. There you go.
Great. How are
Sir,
you?
Outstanding. Thank you. Glad you're here. How long have you been waiting on this? How long have you been waiting on this? Oh, there's the judge. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon. Oh, hi, Emily. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, I'm here in Dwayne's office.
Is it? Oh, okay, good. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
The McLeod's.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. So we have Leasia and Leaden. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
For
sir.
now.
For now. Yes, for now, for about 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
I think we're all ready for those 2 minutes to come and go.
Everyone's here?
Yes, sir.
Ten and 6. All right. Okay, so you're here for an adoption. I'm so happy. This is gonna be a great Christmas for y'all, isn't it?
Hi, Anna.
Hello, everyone. Are y'all excited?
We're excited.
Oh, me too.
You can talk now. It's okay. You can talk.
You know, Randius and Masonette, this will be the most exciting day you have with them until their weddings. You know that, right?
Probably so.
One day. One day. Okay. All right. So we're here for an adoption. I have some questions that I need to ask you just to make sure everything's done properly so nobody can come back and undo it. All right. So I need either mom or dad to answer the questions. My questions can be, which one of you two is the boss? Who's going to answer the questions?
I'll answer the questions.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. So Randius, is that what I call you, or Randy? Or do you
Randis.
Go by Randis?
Randy.
Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Randis. I got some questions. I need you to raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give at this cause currently at trial that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. You may lower your hand. All right. Could you tell me what your full legal name is?
My full legal name is Randis Duran McLeod.
Great. And what city do you live in?
We live in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Okay. And now is that Grand Prairie, Dallas County, or Grand Prairie, Tarrant County?
Tarrant County.
Tarrant County. Good. And so when was Leasia and Leaden, when were they placed in your home?
Initially?
Initially, or
well,
they've been with us. Go ahead.
February 5th, 2019.
Okay. Okay. Great. So Randis, when's your anniversary?
Exactly.
So now you're gonna March the 3rd, 2007 was when we were married.
All right. When's your wife's birthday?
Her birthday is January 25th, 1970.
Okay. You know, Macy, you've done well. It's okay. You know, as long as he knows the birthday right away, you're good. The anniversary, I think the rules say you can allow him to pause just a second.
No pause.
No pause.
No pause.
All right. So, Randus, next time we meet, I got to ask you the same question, right?
And I'm going to answer the same way.
Oh, what a blessed home you'll have. Okay, so Randus, have you received the case file on Leasia and Layden?
Say that again, sir.
Oh, did you receive the case file on Leasia and Layden?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are you set? Did you have a chance to go over that with your wife?
We actually reviewed some of it. It was a great big binder of books. So we did review some of it and kind of looked at it. Yes.
Are you satisfied that the file has all the pertinent information on the children, Leasia and Layden?
I believe we are. Yes.
Great. And do you understand that adoption is a forever and final decision, and that once I grant this adoption, Leasia and Layden will be your children forever, just as if they were biologically born to you?
Yes.
So when Leasia storms into your room, 10 o'clock at night, saying she can't stand her little brother, right? You're stuck with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand when she would start getting her ear pierced and wearing makeup and going out with boys, you understand she's still your daughter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when I'm not ignoring Layden, because when Layden tells you, old man, you don't know anything, you're too old, you're a boomer, you understand, you're still stuck with him, right?
We understand. And he understands that he's stuck with me as well.
He is stuck with you. You got that, Layden, right? Like, even if your dad don't know nothing, like, even if he's just an old man, he's still your dad. You got that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Have you chosen new names for your children?
I have not, but they have, and we have allowed them to pick their names. So they have selected names for themselves.
All right, and what are the names that they would like to change them to?
What's your name?
What is your name, Leaden?
What is your name you wanted to change it to?
Mason.
Say the whole name.
Middle name?
Mason Duran McLeod.
Okay, I like that name. Oh, so you're going to have a Mason and a Masonette, right?
Yes.
I like that. That's like a tribute to mom, isn't it?
That's what that is.
Okay.
But I didn't do it. Honestly, I did not.
All right, Dad, should I believe her?
Yeah, you can believe her because it was a decision they made on a trip somewhere. I think they were going to school
I
or
was
something.
driving. I was in the front seat listening.
So it wasn't like he's sleeping at night and you're subliminally, you have like a tape recorder playing the name, change your name to Mason. Change it.
No.
Okay.
No.
What about your daughter? What would she like her name to be?
Madison YYYY McLeod.
Okay, and that's a WYVONNE, right? That's the way you spell it, Yvonne?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So, Randus, would changing their names be in their best interests?
I believe so, sir. I believe it gives them a fresh start, and it doesn't eliminate the past, but it'll erase the past for them and give them a new foundation. So I support it.
Fantastic. Would granting this adoption be in their best interest as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. And are you asking me to grant this adoption?
Let's see. Am I doing it? Yes, sir.
That it is my pleasure and my distinct honor to grant this adoption and to grant the name change to Madison YYYY McLeod and to Mason Duran McLeod. All right, so congratulations.
Yay!
Yeah! How do you feel? Really? You are now legally adopted.
You're adopted. So there's a couple things I want to go over with mom and dad especially. So do you have any other foster children in the home right now?
We have one.
One. Okay. So you are foster parents still with the state of Texas, licensed to the state of Texas. So you do have some restrictions. All right. Now, when it comes to, let me be the first one to say it. When it comes to Madison and when it comes to Mason, those are their names now. All right. There's certain restrictions that are now lifted. Okay. So I can't not ignore the requirements under the foster licensing that you have with the other child. But gosh, these two, couple things. One is that you had to make an agreement about punishment for the children, how there'd be like timeouts or talking to, but you had to use non-physical discipline, non-punishment. I'm letting you that is lifted now, regards to these two children. You are mom and dad. And so if you feel like it's appropriate to use physical for discipline, then that is your right, your responsibility as well with the two children. So it may mean spankings, or it may mean he has to go and clean the gutters or wash the car, or mow the lawn or something. But either way, you're no longer restricted by the state of Texas. Okay. Now, the second part is, I know you have to make an agreement that children will be allowed to make their own spiritual decisions. I do not believe that children should make their own religious decisions. That is the responsibility of mom and dad. Madison, Mason, if mom and dad say you're going to church, guess what you're doing?
Going to church.
Going to church. Okay. So, and you're saying that now, but you know, when you're 13, 14 years old and Saturday night, you're up too late playing your PlayStation and you're tired Sunday morning and you don't want to go to church, what are you going to end up doing?
Go to church. Go
to church, right? So that's your responsibility. So mom and dad makes that decision. If they decide they're going to temple or synagogue or not church at all, that's still their decision. But that is their decision. It's no longer your decision. Okay. Finally, I'm a strong believer in the Second Amendment. I believe people have the right to bear arms. If you make the decision that you want to, that is your decision to make to protect your family, right? I ask parents to keep weapons and ammunition stored and locked separately, but then it's your right to, if you want to exercise that right, or if you don't want to, that's fine too. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying CPS or the state of Texas can no longer tell you that you can no longer, or they can no longer put restrictions on that. Now, if you have a child in foster, those restrictions will apply as far as the right to bear arms, but that is your decision to make. And then also I want to say, so this is provided by generous attorneys like your attorney, and it says adopting one child won't change the world, but for that child, the world will change. This is the pen I signed the final adoption order with. I'm going to go ahead and leave that for your attorney to give to you. So you just have a reminder, kind of a memento of today's adoption ceremony, okay? So that's something that Belker will get back to you guys. Finally, I will let you know, you realize that you no longer have this restriction on travel, right? Like you can take Mason Madison without permission.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you can just go on vacation if you want. Now you have the third child, but yeah, as far as your decision on when you want to go, you're no longer foster parents. You don't have those restrictions. You are mom and dad forever and forever here on out, okay? All right. Do you have any questions for me?
Any questions?
You have any questions?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Now or forever hold your peace. You have any questions?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you positive?
Yes, ma'am.
You have such a blessed family. I am so happy for you. This just absolutely warms my heart.
Yeah.
I hope you all have an absolute Merry Christmas. As difficult as 2020 has been, this I think is just the best part of the year. So I'm so happy.
We're going to California.
Where you going?
To California.
For what?
For Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
I love going on that. I love going on planes.
Say it again. You love what?
Going on planes.
Yeah, we've taken how many plane trips with you?
40.
Good. They've been traveling already.
We're about to have 5.
That's fantastic. Well, good. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to back out. I know your attorney has some things he wants to talk about paperwork and things like that.
No.
But I'm going to go out. Congratulations. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There you go.
And
You're all
Courtney,
done.
and Courtney made it.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of y'all.
Thank you.
So exciting. It's good to see y'all's faces.
Yes, yes.
Look, y'all have grown so much. Oh my goodness.
They
Well,
have.
Courtney was the worker before she left us.
Aww. Oh, okay, Mason,
that's
are
awesome.
you taller than me now? I think you might be taller than me.
Leaden or Mason?
Mason or Madison?
Macy.
Hi, Deirdre. You made it on.
Yes, I've been on. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll call you guys later. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, Emily.
Have a great day, Emily.
Congratulations. I'm so excited for y'all. How do y'all feel?
Good.
Yes. Oh,
Yes,
what are y'all planning for today? How are y'all celebrating?
We'll probably go eat like we always do.
Mhm.
And look, this is what I'll
The
be
way-
doing. This is what I'll be
What is
doing.
it? There we go. Hey, there we go, Miss McGrath.
I'm trying.
After that, turn it off. Turn it off. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but we are so happy. This has been, I mean, seriously, a wait that has been worth waiting for. It's been good.
It's been a whirlwind.
It has been, but it's
Wow.
over.
It is.
It's over. That's
It's
that's
over.
best news.
Yeah.
Yes, he said 2020 has been something. For the McGlowns, it definitely has. And look at it now.
Yes. Leasia, you have
Oh.
anything you want to say? You can speak. Go ahead.
Come closer.
Come on, sis. So they can see you. Come on.
We can see Leaden's chin.
Just say whatever you want to say.
And his little dimple.
What do you want to say?
Thank you for bringing us back to the McGlowns.
I'm glad you are where you are.
Huh?
I said I'm glad you are where you are, guys.
Thank you.
Well, Madison, Mason.
I'm going to step away. My battery says 6%.
Oh no.
I'm going to let you guys go before it just dies on me and you think I left on purpose.
Thank you, Mr. Belker.
Sorry. You
Thank
guys
you,
be
Mr.
good.
Belker.
Congratulations. You're all done. I'll get papers to everybody next week.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all be good. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna head out too. It's so good to see you again. All of y'all, Mason, Madison. I miss
See you
y'all.
later, Courtney.
I hope I do see y'all later. Maybe I'll run into y'all somewhere one day.
Alrighty. Wave
All right,
goodbye.
bye.
Man, I will see y'all soon, guys.